Okay guys, so we just completed all of our housekeeping up here. This is all housekeeping. We set up our repeat loop, repeat until, and go to blue sensing mouse down. When you press the mouse down, the game win. We have also gotten the variables of the x coordinate of the ball at the left wall and the right wall, and we've got the variables of the y coordinate of the ball here at the ceiling and the floor, and you have written them down. Okay, now the next thing I want you to do is go to variables, and let's put this section right here inside. So this is the beginning of what we need to do inside our repeat loop. Holder X is really where the ball will be in the next frame. We need to know that. So I set holder X to the X position of the ball. I get that from Blue Motion. And I set holder Y to the Y position of the ball. And now I want to know where the ball will be in the next frame. So I set holder X to holder X plus HR. So go ahead and get a green operator. Set holder X to holder X plus HR, and set holder Y to holder Y plus VT. Now make sure we do a good job with that and we don't confuse holder X and HR and holder Y and VT. Now what we need to do is test to see where the ball will be in the next frame. So if the ball's coming down and it's going to hit the left wall, I don't want the ball to go past the left wall. I want it to hit the left wall right on it, and then I want to actually play a sound and reverse its direction. If the ball's going to hit the ceiling, I want it to go up and not go past the ceiling. I want it to look like it hit the ceiling and will reverse the direction. So we need to test to see where the ball's going to be. So let's go ahead and get our first test. Go ahead and get an if-else. An if-else, I'll put it right here. We're inside the loop. Okay, here. If, and then get a green operator. If holder X is greater than 227, that's what I used. You need to get the number of where the ball was, the X coordinate of the ball when it was going to hit the right side, whatever the number that was. If holder X is greater than, for me, 227, I don't want it to go past the right wall, so I set holder X to 227. And then I set HR, must be positive, it's going to the right. I set HR to HR times a -1. This makes HR -5. Now it's going to go, the ball will go back to the left. And I play a sound. Okay, now what I want you to do is get another if-else. Do not put it inside the previous if. Put it right here. Now be careful. You're inside the repeat loop, but you're not putting it here inside the previous if. Okay, so put it right here. Okay, get a green operator less than, and say if holder X is less than -227, that's for me. For you, you'll have to get, it's probably the exact opposite of this number here, whatever you use there for your ball and your screen. So if holder X is less than -227, set holder X to that very same number, -227, and set HR to HR times a -1. So if the ball's going to the left, I know that HR is -5. So what I'm going to do is multiply -5 by -1 and make it +5. That way the ball will go back to the right. And then I'm going to play a sound. Okay, now let's get one more if statement, one more. Let's get an if and put it right here, not inside the previous if, but certainly inside the loop, but right here. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. Now get a green greater than operator. If holder Y is greater than wherever your Y coordinate of the ball is when it hits the top ceiling, if holder Y is greater than positive, for me, 168, then I set holder Y to 168. I don't want it to go past the ceiling. I set VT, not HR, I set VT to VT times the -1. So the ball's going up, it's positive. Now I want the ball to go down. And I play a sound. Okay. So now we're ready. The last test, and I'm going to wait till tomorrow for this, is when the ball comes down, does it hit the floor? Does it hit the paddle? What should happen? So more on that tomorrow.